Hey guys, welcome to our review of Marvel's Hawkeye on Disney Plus. We got access to the first 2 episodes early, so we'll have a non-spoilers review first, and then we'll do spoilers after that. Both of these episodes are scheduled to come out November 24th, and then there are 4 more after that. So there are 6 total for our Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner. Okay, so let's return to the Marvel Studios franchise and the MCU by way of Disney Plus. And how did you think about Let me just ask you.
This is a show.
What do you guys think?
Oh, I agree. It
This
had
is a show.
It had a start, it had a middle, and there was an end at least once.
This is a show, Joe?
It was a show. And of all the shows we've ever watched, this is the most
I
recent.
don't know.
This
Like
is one.
honestly, this is just fucking average as fuck for me. Like it's super tropey. You get your like little you get your mentor and the
What's wrong with that? You never read a comic like that?
Well, yeah, but just like super tropey. And this one, just like
This was
I'm not
Spider-Man.
connecting with this one.
Spider-Man and Tony.
I was more on board with this until you told me there was only 6 episodes, and then I got a little upset because this seems like the first 10 minutes of a movie, right? Like we're setting everything up. And I don't hate what's happening so far. The issue I have is very little has kind of happened, and we're 2 episodes in, and I'm worried that we need to have stuff happen in the next
Felt like
4
one
episodes.
episode to me.
Yeah, and
because
so
nothing was happening.
I'm worried about the pacing. I'm
a little
worried about
setup,
the build up, the payoff, and all the things that need to happen in the next 4 episodes all at once. So that's
Got to be
where I'm at.
wrapped up by Christmas, guys.
It's got to be hard
Promised
time.
his family to be home on Christmas. So obviously, if you know the MCU, where we're at is, Black Widow sacrificed herself so that Hawkeye may spend time with his family. And we pick it up where he's spending time with his family. That was funny. I like that part where we got the musical.
I honestly like the musical. It was so bad. I want to
You
see
wanna
it.
see
I
it?
want to see it.
Joe
That's
was like,
what he
"Yeah,
wants
you
to
wanna
watch."
it?" I was like, it doesn't exist, Joe.
But then like Hulk was like smash,
Yeah.
smash. It was
And
so
even
stupid.
the Chitauri or whatever they're called was
They're
Like
Dance,
dancing
dance.
over there, yeah.
Yeah, it was. That was pretty good. So anyway, the description of the show: Clint Barton and Kate Bishop shoot a few arrows and try to avoid becoming the target themselves.
Great.
That's the official description.
That's,
Okay.
that's it?
Well, that's what's on
Was
Google
there
here when you type in.
Oh. There's another sentence in there?
No, that's it. That
Or
is
they're paying by
literally
the
it.
word?
Yeah, basically you
guess.
just get the understudy out,
That's if you
ready
type
to
it
be
directly in.
gung ho, and she wants to like take on everything and just
She's going to...
Okay.
going.
Do you just not like her because she's a girl?
No, I fucking love her because she's Vi. All right, in Arcane,
We're talking about.
Haley.
Oh, you confused me.
No, Haley. Haley Steinfeld. Yeah, she's Vi.
What?
Yeah.
Get out of here!
No.
Are you serious, Alex?
Yes.
Is this true?
I have
I'm
no
gonna
fucking
look
idea.
this up.
I mean,
wow,
yeah,
what
because
a
I
huge
wouldn't-
he
difference!
doesn't make shit up. I mean, that sounds
What a
right.
huge difference between the two shows. I
Well,
see what
yeah,
you're saying.
obviously, yeah. Like,
Good
I'm
writing,
happy.
and then...
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm happy she's in like Vi, but at the same time, this one is just like average at best for me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I feel like this is just gonna be like an average show, like something you watch in the background or something. Because like right now, these 2 episodes don't really have me hooked. The first one, you have to have like, all right, this is the hook. We're gonna have people watch, and this is just like nothing's going on.
Yep.
I feel like I'm watching like Green Arrow or something.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Season 1 or season whatever when it started getting bad?
Okay, so essentially, what we have here. Okay, I also agree. This was painfully average. There are no stakes.
The comedy was not there.
But I kind of, it just because I'm a comic book fan, I've seen startup stories. It's just fun to see Clint's angle, as Hawkeye. How he's not really that popular, how he's kind of ignored, how he goes to the
like that
fucking
aspect.
CVS
Yeah.
to heal up if he ever gets hurt, which leads Alex to say, God, Tony's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
You know, never gave anybody Stark credit cards. At one point, they said that they sold the Avengers Tower, and he didn't use that money to give to some of his poorer heroes that fought Thanos. So anyway, he's still street level, you know, Clint, and it's really fun from that perspective. We have some... so essentially what it is, I think it's like street level. You got Hawkeye, and you got sort of a mystery. You know, Knives Out, you got like a mystery thriller. Who done it? What's going on here? Somebody dies. Her mom is super rich. She's super rich. They have a bunch of rich friends. One of these rich people die. Her mom has a new fucking boyfriend, and he's mysterious.
He's very shady.
And she's shady. Something's going on
He's got a fucking
here.
like villain mustache going right now. I mean,
and then the Ronin suit comes into play here at an auction, and obviously Kate gets into some hijinks with the suit, and then thus crossing paths with Hawkeye. And, you know, she is a huge, huge fan of Hawkeye because, you know, this was a really cool scene, by the way. They do the original Avengers, where the city of New York was invaded by the alien race. And this one particular girl, which was Kate Bishop at the time, had her whole fucking house blown apart, essentially. And she saw, you know, Clint fighting them. And, you know, Clint's a human. Doesn't have any fucking, you know, superpowers.
he's a fucking dude.
And
he's just a dude.
He's just doing his thing, you know. And in fact, he's such a dude. He's got like a hearing problem now because all these fucking explosions.
Breaking new glass and everything. Yeah.
Like a very, very Archer.
I like that. I like that they were like acknowledged. Look, he's, you know, this shit happens, and you never really think about it. So they really ground. It's a nice grounded story, and it's a thriller. And I must admit, I was intrigued at where the fuck this is going. Now, I think it's going nowhere. Right? And I'm going to be pissed. But I'm like, you know, I'm along for the ride because I don't hate Kate Bishop.
No,
and
they could have done
and I like Hawkeye's side character. So I think I like it more than you guys. And I ended up basically, she gets into some hijinks with the suit, and you know Hawkeye has to show up and kind of save her. So let's go ahead and give the first episode its rating.
The first episode for me is going to be a 5.
Average.
I feel
that's
like
average on our scale.
Yeah,
Remember our
average.
scale.
Like,
it doesn't mean that it's bad.
No,
it means that it's average.
Yeah, this is not grade school. 5 is average.
Exactly. Like this is like I felt like they played this one super safe. Like everything is super generic, or the tropes are there. It's like, all right, it's a simple formula. I don't hate it, but it just.
Somebody stole the suit. He's pissed off because somebody's posing as him. He's got to go figure it out.
Gotta go figure it out.
And she has some problems in her family. There's some shady people in her family.
She doesn't trust her mom's
Do
boyfriend.
you care about that?
No.
Does
I
that
don't.
sound like something you care about? Okay, yeah. So Joe doesn't. So 5 out of 10.
Like right now, I don't care about like the situation that's going on. But I
do you want to know how it factors into the MCU, or you're okay with not everything has to fucking factor into a goddamn world-ending event, and that's why I am giving it its chance.
Yeah,
where's Mephisto?
I feel like this one. He's never showing up.
Oh, okay.
This one should be its own little
in
thing,
this
a little
fucking
contained. It's like,
series.
all right, we'll just protect New York.
Sure.
That's about it.
Yeah.
But it's for me, it's just super average
Okay.
along the way. I don't really feel the chemistry between Bishop and
Hawkeye.
Clint.
Yeah.
Well, in episode 1, there is no. So we're just doing episode 1, right?
Oh, that's right. Well,
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
episode 1.
But I do like Clint.
Yeah.
So far, but it's him.
He's the best part of the show.
Yes.
It's called Hawkeye. Okay. But
Yeah.
it's actually more Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
I know.
It's hard not to like Jeremy Renner. The issue that I have with episode 1 is there is no hook. There is nothing that makes me want to watch the second episode, other than the fact that we got the second episode early. And so I think there's a lot of failings. There's a lot of failings in the initial episode. I mean, when you're talking about a 6 episode series, if the episode 1 isn't a banger, isn't something that makes you like want to go back for more, then you've got issues. Now, of course, we're talking about episode 1, and there's a bunch more stuff to come, and it could ramp up into something amazing. I'm definitely leaving the door open to that, but if we're only looking at the first episode, it did not grab me. And Disney Plus has had some things that did grab me episode 1 that I was super intrigued about.
Alex wants to be grabbed. Grab
me. Absolutely. Let's go. And this one just didn't do it. There were some cool fight scenes. There was some stuff in there that for people that like.
There was?
I mean, she beat the shit out of some people with wine bottles. That was kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's fine in episode 1.
That's why I gave it a 5.
Street level.
That's the only
Street
reason
level
why
stuff.
I gave it a 5, because it was some cool parts, but it just played it too safe.
I agree entirely. I think this is an average opener for a Disney Plus, and it's going to get a 5.
Yeah. You guys buy the fact that this is a 22-year-old doing these things?
Yes.
How does she do them?
Well,
Yes,
we
well,
saw the intro.
The intro had more character development for Kate Bishop than the entirety of the Star Wars sequels.
Because she's good at stuff. Like, so
well,
they actually show her
get
improving.
beat
Yeah,
up.
she got beat up a bunch of times, and then she
In
got
the
better,
intro.
and then she loses a bunch of fencing matches, and then she gets better, and then she loses a bunch of archery contests. So it's like, okay.
She gets better.
And then she gets better, and it's
2
like,
seconds.
And
Yeah.
in the intro, in a cartoon, in still images, it had more character development than Star Wars' Rey. Anyway, so what was your rating?
5.
5 out of 10. Okay, I'm a little kinder to it. I think, but I also think it's painfully average. But I think your performance is. I just like Jeremy Renner, and I like Hawkeye. I like how it's street level. I don't need. So as long as you're fascinating me, I don't need it to factor into a greater Thanos plot. I don't need any of that. I like to see these side characters. I like to see street level. And you got me hooked. I'm like, what is going on here? Where is this going? But I'm not hooked to the thing where it's like, man, I want to watch that second episode. If this was just coming on, I would just like wait until the whole thing is out because it was not good enough. And so I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm gonna go 6 out of 10 because I thought, Kate Bishop, I didn't hate her. I kind of saw, myself and Kate Bishop in the sense that you want to be, look at all these cool heroes, and in this world that this is legit, you want to be a hero
you
yourself.
Want to be Superman. You put
and you
on
want
a
to
cape
try
and those red underwear.
Yeah, so you want to, and then you meet your hero, and you're so let's see where it goes, right? Well, we know where it goes. Let's go to episode 2. Okay, here we go. Episode 2. Now I'm gonna do this without spoilers.
there's an issue.
Okay, so basically, they know about the suit. The suit is back, and then the suit has a lot of things, a lot of baggage with it.
Right.
So all these mafia guys like,
So
hey,
people are coming
he's
after her
back,
now.
and now we got to go after the suit,
Yeah.
whoever it is.
I think it's very clever, by the way. I was really wondering how they were going to tie these characters together, and I think they found a wonderful way. So I think that is...
Because it was like me and Joe, I guess we got confused. We thought the daughter of Clint was going to be...
Yeah, because I thought it was. I don't
but
know
no,
anything
it's
about
all,
Kate
has,
Bishop.
It was
so-
Kate Bishop in the comics, so I guess that's the way we're going. And then basically she does some more investigation on her, mom's boyfriend,
Uncle.
and she finds a clue. And this is the fun stuff. I like this kind of investigative stuff. Unfortunately, it's a lot of kind of awkwardness between Kate and Clint as she takes him to a safe house. As he kind of figures out what to do. What do? I've got this girl who's just fucked up things up with his suit. I have to find a way to get her out of trouble,
overzealous.
and I have to do this before because I promised my family I'd be home for Christmas. And they do have a standout highlight here. They managed to factor in LARPing. So there is a LARPing action scene that is
LARPing is
amazing.
fun. I
It
don't
is
know.
Have you ever been
fucking
LARPing?
Slow-mo.
I want to do LARPing. Like
I've been
I feel
LARPing.
like I
I've
feel
never legitimately LARPed, but I go to, you and me go to Sherwood Forest and we go to the medieval
Well, yeah,
places.
like, I don't know if they
Isn't
were
that
trying to make
technically
fun of it.
LARPing? No?
No,
You have to actually do
Those
the
are
game.
tourists,
Yeah,
all right?
have
Like,
to,
you want to
get
people...
your sword,
Sure.
Your foam wrapped swords, and you beat the shit out of people.
or
Yeah.
axes.
So, the suit is hopping back and forth. Like, the suit was left behind. Turns out a guy picks up a suit and
Shouldn't have happened.
yeah, shouldn't have happened. We'll talk about it in spoilers. But, the guy's like, look, I'll give you the suit back if you do this LARPing thing with me. And again, this is more charming, Clint street level stuff that I like. And and so I like the scene in slow-mo where he's just fucking fake killing people, and it's very easy for him because, this guy, he's an Avenger. And then basically that's it. Just a thing to get the suit. And then also while Kate Bishop is doing more investigating. And sort of, she's a fencing champion, so she fences her mother's boyfriend, who actually fiance, and they're about to get married. And she can tell right away that he's actually a better fencer than he's letting on. This guy seems interested in the Ronin sword. Something happens in the series, so it's like, what is this guy's interest? What's going on? And then, she fucking lunges at his head with the fucking sword, almost killing him, but he blocks it. I knew you would block it. Her mother's fucking pissed. And so that kind of leads, and then that's it. While Clint is doing his thing.
Now you know what we're talking about. That's why I was like, oh.
Yeah, and then Clint has to deal with getting the heat off this little girl, but she, is her mother's a part of the security company, so she could follow Clint around essentially, and she wants to inject herself. It is how it works, Joe. This is fucking GPS. They can track you through your phone. You know that, right?
With her
sure,
parents and
they
everything.
can fucking track you. Yeah, I don't know. It's Joe. That of all the fucking things in fucking comic books and Avengers,
not the
you don't
aimbot bow and arrow guy who fights Thanos. That it's just like, man, I don't know if you track a cell phone.
Insane.
That's the thing.
And she tracks him through
this
his
one.
cell
We're talking
phone
about
and
this
tries to help him out in this in the situation he's got. He's got a catch and release plan. I think he's got a plan in order to pin the things on himself and get Kate Bishop out of it. So then, and he's gonna beat up this tracksuit gang, which is the Russian tracksuit gang. No, there was a Mexican guy.
He's like, hey, bro. He sounded Hispanic, and
they're a
French,
multicultural tracksuit gang.
It's New York, right? So
Yeah,
true.
multicultural tracksuit gang. And then she drops in on the party, and then they're like, he's like, God damn it. And then they tie them both up. But there is a reveal here at the end. They're like, all right. He's like, I want to talk to your boss. And there's, okay. No, you talk to us. I'm interrogating you. But then they show the final scene, and the boss is, touching a speaker. I think the boss is deaf. And this is Maya Lopez. Echo. Yeah, Joe. And guess what? This particular character, who seems to be in charge of this gang, and she's like, yeah, he's like, we got her, boss, and she's like, get out. And then the episode ends. I'm like, what the fuck? This is really flat. But Joe, guess what? Alex, guess what?
What?
That character is getting her own spin-off series.
Oh, so she's not gonna die.
Who is that?
Right? It's Echo. Echo from the comics. She's deaf and she's like kind of a hero herself. I kind of figured they were
gonna do something because the kid's like doing sign language with him.
Yeah, that foreshadowing with the hammer.
And he's still talking to him. He's like, "Hey, I love you, Dad," but he's still doing the sign language. So it's like, okay, so this is gonna be played.
But his son isn't deaf.
No, it's not because he's like, "I love you." And
right,
like,
but they were foreshadowing for the
with a hammer.
Like, okay, so he knows sign language. He's gonna talk to her.
So right now I'm like, oh my god, it feels like. I mean, why don't we give one of the tracksuit guys, the interrogator of the tracksuit guy, let's give him a spin-off series.
Hell yeah, bro.
Because I mean,
bro,
I'm hoping that
the guy with the gun.
Echo is gonna earn her own spin-off series in the next 4 episodes. She's gonna be like, whoa, we need to fucking give her a spinoff. No, they're giving her right away. It's like, it feels unearned, and this has already been announced. And so when you see her debut in this, it's like, why? Okay, well, we got 4 episodes left. But this is about Hawkeye, and this is about Kate Bishop. We need to fucking inject another hero, unless in this one, Echo is going to be the villain. And then they'll deal with the Echo thing, and then she gets her own spin-off because she goes from bad to good at the end. Like, are we literally predicting everything that this is going to be about? It's
going to be a fast arc because there's only 4 more.
Right.
Yeah.
And then how are we going to resolve fucking the boyfriend, character? What's going on?
It was a
there?
ruse the whole time.
I don't know. Anyways, final verdicts for episode 2. Was it better or worse than episode 1?
Go ahead, Alex.
I'm going to say that this is about the same as the last one. I don't think that we did anything new. There was a fencing scene. I did think that the interjection of humor was fun. I do like that there was a whole LARP event that he went to, and but
No, yes,
still
6.
Still very much average stuff, and I'm not super hooked on any of this right now. And I don't know. I mean, they've got to do something pretty serious in the next couple episodes. Honestly, if this wasn't my job, I wouldn't watch it.
This needs to ramp up quick.
Yeah.
So what'd you say?
5.
5?
I agree with that one again. Like, not everything on this Marvel's thing is going to be a hit. This one, for me, is still just like a wait till all episodes show up if you want to watch it. This is just like just bare bones. Like, the only thing that's kind of cool is like this Jeremy. That's the only thing that's kind of holding up the show for me. But I don't know if they're going to do like continuous jokes like jabbing him. He's like, oh, a superhero. And they bypass him to go talk to Katniss Everdeen.
Right.
Yeah.
That
was funny.
That was. But like, is that going to be like the whole thing?
He's the butt of everyone's joke the whole time.
Yeah. I don't want it to be.
That would be. And by the end of the series, he is a legit Avenger. It's like, why? He's already been a legit Avenger this whole
like,
time.
come on, man. Stop shitting on him.
In the eyes of the people, maybe. All right, what would you give it?
5.
5?
5.
I
Nothing.
actually am going down. I'm going 5. Now, I did appreciate the LARPing scene, and I thought the fencing one was okay. But we're spinning wheels now, and I'm getting, kind of less interested. I have the through line of I'm interested to know what's going on with her boyfriend. Is her boyfriend a bad guy? Or is her mom's boyfriend a bad guy, or is he just a fucking
red herring?
Red herring, and we're gonna go a different direction. So it's got me there, but it actually doesn't really have me on Kate Bishop. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to hand off the torch to a new generation of Avengers, and
Young Avengers.
Jeremy
You think?
probably doesn't want to do Hawkeye for another 17 films, so he's looking to have a replacement, and he's gonna hand his mantle down to Kate Bishop, as Black Widow handed her mantle down to her sister, and she's in. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But we are concerned that the next 4 episodes will be just like this, and it'll just work out to be an average show. So the debut for me, average. Like a 5 out of 10. So
Same.
anyways, that's it. I
Nothing.
think we all agree on that. Let us know if you disagree, if you like it, if you agree, or if you are even lower than we are. Let's stick around for the spoilers, even though we kind of gave you a little bit, but that's not spoilers. Anyways, there's not much to spoil in the fucking episodes. Anyways,
It's
thank
bare
y'all.
bones.
So thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys. Okay, quick spoiler section. I don't even know if I have anything.
Okay,
here for
well,
you.
the first one is like the Monza boyfriend actually was trying to bid on the Ronin sword.
Correct. That's what.
But he didn't have any
And
money.
He didn't have
He didn't
any
have any
money.
money.
He's
He
going to
was-
try to steal from. He's like, well, I don't have money yet.
Right.
Because he's going to
Gonna
inherit
get it from his money.
whenever
So
they
he
get
clearly is a
married.
bad guy. There's no fucking doubt about it. I just didn't want to say it.
Red
And
herring.
then at the very end of the series, as she's
Russians
fencing.
coming in. Oh.
Well, I just
No,
want to do the clue thing.
Oh, okay.
So they got the fencing, and he hands her a butterscotch after they're trying to make up because she almost hit him in the head. And he hands her a butterscotch that's fucking stamped with the,
Initials. that
Initials.
they
It's like,
had.
who the fuck initials butterscotch is when she was in the house of Armand, this fucking dick rich dude who.
But it's your uncle.
A dick
What
to
if your
her.
uncle gave you a bunch of branded butterscotch?
True.
This
I don't
creepy
know.
person carries around Werthers and stuff too. He's luring in the
Are
grandmas
you saying
with him.
no? He had
elderly
the
like
other
Harkini.
guy's branded,
But that's his uncle.
butterscotch, which implies that he's there, and I'm like, well, yeah,
It's
he
his uncle.
goes
Yeah.
over there all the time, doesn't he?
It's like, yeah.
It's gonna be a red herring, isn't it?
Well,
And he
then
has a good guy, and he did say something about
He's-
I'm gonna use somebody else's money
This
to buy
has to be
this
the
sword. He's
sloppiest.
interested in swords, but he's a fencer, Joe. He likes swords.
And then this guy died with a sword. And the
so
first
he
time
has the
someone died with
Ronin
a
sword right
He
now.
hit it.
But maybe it's the mom
At
who
some
did
point, that sword is going to come back into play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the mom is actually the bad guy. I don't know Kate Bishop from the comics. Maybe if you do, you will spoil her.
Yeah.
But something I forgot to say in the review. I think the Christmas music is really helping the series. Like it makes me like it a little bit more than I normally would, because all that like mysterious Christmas. It kind of gets me
Christmas
on a
in
Home
New York is
Alone
pretty
kind of
awesome.
thing. Yeah, it gives me
Yeah,
like
I fucking loved it.
Yeah, it gives me that kind of feeling with that Christmas mystery type music. Yeah, the Ronin sword and suit thing is fucking stupid, as if these people wouldn't fucking notice that the Ronin suit doesn't fit very well. She's got boobs and they're fighting, and you can't tell you're fighting a girl.
I was like,
With eye makeup on?
Yeah, it's
Like,
just so
there's
stupid.
no way that would have fit her.
Right. Well, it doesn't fit her, Joe. It fits her
Well,
loose.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it would fit her even worse, and she wouldn't be able to do
Yes.
the moves. I see what you're saying, yeah. I also want to know how the dogs factor in. There are several dogs that are attacking, sort of bad guys.
It's all the same dog.
It's the same dog.
It's literally the same dog. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
the
it's
dog
the same
that
dog.
bit. Let me finish. The dog that bit the guy. There's a guy doing loading up a truck, and he finds a key card to
watch.
Avengers.
He finds the watch is what they were looking for.
Oh, the watch, right. And then the dog attacks. So I was thinking, is there going to be like some homeless superhero that's in control of all these dogs or something? And these are like his spies and shit? Because there's at least two dogs. That mangy dog that the guy was trying to kick, he's like, I'm going to kick your dog, is a different dog than the one-eyed dog. So there's multiple dogs.
No,
is
they
what
both
I
had-
believe.
No, it's
They
the
both have
same
one
one.
eye.
Because he kicked them, and then
I thought that
the dog
dog is
took
a
off
mangier
running.
dog than the other dog.
No, the dog
No,
took
it's-
off running into the street, and that's where she went to
She
go
went to go
save
chase him, yeah.
and then went to go take him
Same
to the
dog.
apartment.
Same dog then. Okay, he just looked dirtier in that
Yeah.
particular scene. All right, and then so obviously at this auction, it's a black market auction. They're not supposed to have some of these items. They got a Triceratops head, and then they got Avenger stuff. Well, the tracksuit gang blows it up, and they try to steal some shit. And I'm like, there's no fucking security at an event like this. They literally have to wait for the police to show up. You've got items that are selling for $3 million, and there's not a single security guard with a gun.
But the thing is that the one thing I was kind of intrigued is like, hey, we're here for the watch.
Yeah,
Just for the watch.
What is
This
that
was
going to
like,
be? Okay, that's going to
And the guy had it. It's like, I have the watch. And I thought the dog took off with it, but it didn't.
It
How
opens
did
the
that
Nazi
guy get-
vault in Argentina, right? The Rock and Ryan Reynolds and the cars.
No,
Red
it
Notice?
is not
Yeah,
Red
yeah,
Notice.
It's the
Son
same
of a
thing. It's the same
bitch.
thing, right?
It might. I don't know,
Yeah.
actually. But they're after the watch. That was the key thing. So I don't
Okay,
know how
so
that's gonna
eventually
tie in.
she's walking down the street with a Ronin. The tracksuit gang knows it's Kate Bishop. And they, at one point, actually, before they know, they corner Ronin on the street because she's still wearing the fucking suit. And they're like, we're going to beat your ass. And they surround her. She doesn't immediately take the fucking heads. I'm sorry. I was just... And then, oh, you're not Ronin.
Cosplay.
Right. Exactly. She just attempts to fight 20 fucking gang members
One at a
in the
time.
street one at a time. No, that is what? Anyway, luckily Hawkeye, that's at the end of the first episode. Luckily Hawkeye shows up. He knows exactly where to find her. Deus Ex. I don't know. Not Deus Ex, but just very convenient. And then he saves her and rips her face, rips her mask off. And he's like, who are you?
His rip her face off. I was like, I don't remember that.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, episode 2. So the musical, we got to talk a little more about the musical. Was that Ant-Man?
It was Ant-Man.
I think it was.
And he's like, Ant-Man wasn't even there.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then he talked during the goddamn Hawkeye feature, because each little guy was doing his own little feature. They did a Hulk, and then Tony was flying up, and then fucking he's a god with Thor. And then he just started talking. I was waiting for fucking Hawkeye. And then he was going to be like, oh. But no, he
I'm
just,
great at shooting arrows or something. But,
is that what he said?
No,
Maybe I
no.
missed it.
maybe. No, I don't know. I'm just
We have no
assuming.
idea what he said. Yeah.
Anyways, I did notice the little thing called Thano, little writing on the toilet. Thano was right. I thought that was clever. And even Clint's like, and I'm like, yeah, in this universe, that would probably be there.
But yeah, because he's
Is
getting
this-
annoyed too. Because like he's
Yeah.
taking a piss, and then the guy next to him is like, "Hey, can I take a picture?" He's like, "Now's not the time, man."
Dude,
He's
my
washing his hands. He's like, "What about now?" He's like, "God damn it!"
Yeah,
so he's like
that-
fed up with it.
Yeah, you probably that happens to you a lot, Joe, right?
Not in the bathroom.
That's it. Seems like you have experience with that.
bathroom.
Anyways, they try to show Kate Bishop is a really good shot. She actually destroys her school's fucking bell tower, and her mom. Oh my God, her mom is so fucking mad at her
Oh,
for
you.
destroying
Oh,
property.
you.
Like, she literally fucking kills her.
Oh God.
No, she doesn't.
No.
She says,
We'll talk about this later.
we'll talk about this later.
I had
She
to write them.
someone
I
had- she had to
had
get-
to write them a big check for the clock and the bell.
Someone had to touch up her like
Rich
rich lady
people.
bowl cut thing that she had going on that looks
In
terrible.
her dress. Alex was like, what is with their dress?
This is just so vanilla.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then that Armin guy, he was just like fucking talking shit about her mom.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the purpose of that was. And then there was an Armin 11th little kid, and there's this awkward interaction between Kate and the little kid. I'm like, what is this? Is this supposed to be funny? Is Armin in the comics?
It's supposed
I
to be
don't know.
funny because he's like, oh, he's a 7th. I think that's enough.
No, it's
There's seven of
or
them.
11.
There's 7 of them. I don't know.
Anyways, that guy dies later on. He's found dead in his house, and she's trying to break into his house at first to just figure out why is this guy threatening my mom and stuff. So
Rich
there's-
people have no security. She just walks through all the
yeah.
windows, and it's so dumb.
and then she runs away, and then later on, the police or people report to the police there was Ronan because she's in the Ronan.
How?
This
How
guy's
did
got
this-
millions and millions of dollars, and he's like, all my windows are unlocked, and there's no security system or cameras or
And
anything.
everything in here is worth a lot
Yeah.
of money.
And her dumbass walks into her own apartment with a goddamn Ronin costume on. It's like that's superheroing 101. And if she's like in love with superheroes for her whole life and she's training for her whole life, you don't think she'd be smarter than that. But no, she takes her
gotta
dog
move
and
this
thing. So
plot
everybody
forward,
sees her
though.
go in there, and even the fucking tracksuit people were following. They know exactly where to find her. They light her shit on fire.
Well, we had another comedy thing. It's like, no, nobody followed me. All of a sudden, you hear the Russians. Kate Bishop. I was like, I guess they did. My name is on the bottom. So,
Yeah. Okay, and then what else? So
Throw
here's the
Molotovs.
thing that pissed me off is that so the place is on fire. He throws back the Molotovs and shit. It was kind of funny, and then but they have to leave really quickly, so they leave the suit behind, right? And then the next morning, no, actually the same
same
night,
day, yeah.
the same night he goes over there to get the suit. She shows him her safe house, her aunt's safe house or something, or her aunt's apartment while she's away, and the fire department is in
while still there,
there. While still there. Wait a minute.
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
So then, while he's still there, he checks. No, he notices. He gets the firefighter outfit, goes in there, can't find it.
It's gone.
Leaves, puts the firefighter outfit off. We have to see all this because when he closes the door, he sees New York City LARPers. He's like, this is the clue that I need. Well, okay, fine. He's like, apparently they're going to use
Shit,
my
you not-
costume to LARP
LARP.
with, right? So he uses that to go onto their Instagram account,
And
he
he
scrolls
finds
through the
it.
videos, and he clicks on the exact one without knowing.
Well, he had the suit already, so they already had still image.
Okay,
so he's
still
like,
image
"All
of
right,
the suit,
There
okay.
it is. I was like, wait, this motherfucker's
And this
supposed to be the
motherfucker's at home.
firefighter. The fire's still going on. They're still
Right,
trying
they're
to
still
investigate.
cleaning up the fire.
So New York City firefighters are thieves who steal from burning buildings.
And go home immediately when they find
And put
the
it on
suit.
the ground.
Put it
And
on
then put it on the
Instagram.
ground.
The guy get that clout.
And then he like transforms into Ron. He's like, bam! Now you're not making fun of me. And like frame. There's a split-second frame where he puts on the suit,
like
and we're
they're
like, wait,
really
you
trying
should
to
still
rush
be
this.
at the crime scene. You should still be at the thing. Whatever, they're rushing it. So then that's when he has to go to the LARPing scene, and then there's this really big, tough girl. She's a barbarian, and she's at the beginning. You can't come in here.
but
It's like motherfucking Hawkeye. It's like the motherfucker.
he stole my suit. I'm Hawkeye. He
yeah.
stole my suit.
I
It's
don't
like,
need to pay money to
Hawkeye,
go in.
yeah, he fucking stole
No.
your suit. Go ahead, man.
So I just wanted to see him beat her up. No, he didn't. So anyway, he decides to sign up, and then he puts on some armor, and he has some fun. That's when we get the good scene, the LARPing action scene.
I was disappointed there wasn't a scene where someone in the LARPing community like knew what they were fucking doing. Like I wanted him-
Magic missile, magic missile, magic missile.
well, yes, there's that too. But like he's casually killing everybody, and I wanted to see some dude like actually like know what they're doing and him have to actually fight someone. But no, there's none of that shit. Any opportunities for
right? They
actual-
play it all like these guys are a fucking joke.
Yeah.
and
That's what I
yeah.
thought. I was like, are you
It's
guys
like-
making fun of it? Because like I think
I
that's fucking
I
cool.
kind of think they they are. but then
LARPers
they're-
are cool.
But then they're not because they do say he has fun and.
Yeah, but then he's like, I don't
But they
want
do
this
kind
to
of
show
play
up
him
on
for
my credit
bumbling.
card.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
but it's fun.
Anyways, the guy says, "Please let me win. This is my only chance. You're an Avenger. Everybody will think I'm cool," and he does. Yay, yay,
Yeah.
Clint.
Again, Jeremy's fucking awesome in this
Yeah.
one. But
He's charming. So then we get the fencing match with the fiance I've talked about 1,000 times, and then he hands her the butterscotch, and she's like, "Oh fuck, I got to talk to Hawkeye," but then he doesn't answer his phone, and he doesn't text her back, so she immediately breaks into her mom's security to get his location to go where he's at.
Well, the Russian guy answers the phone.
Oh, that's right.
So, because when you kidnap somebody and someone calls the person you kidnapped, you answer their phone, clearly.
you gotta
immediately
pick it up and
in the
say,
middle of the
good luck.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta say. Good luck.
in the middle of the interrogation, yeah. So then he's being interrogated. I don't know what Jeremy's plan here is. I guess he was just going to go to the leader, and he was like, "Look, I was the Ronin the whole time.
Yeah.
This Kate Bishop thing is not. Just beat me up," and then he's going to beat them all up.
Or kill all of them.
No, he's not going to
Ronin.
kill all of
Yeah,
them, but
he's
he's going to beat
Ronin.
them all up and get the focus back on him, I guess. But isn't he going to actually let people know by mistake that he was the Ronin? Because I thought the whole thing is nobody knows that Hawkeye is actually the Ronin.
Mm-hmm.
But with all this shit going on, at least the tracksuit people know that he's a Ronin if they're smart, but they're shown to be pretty dumb.
Very dumb.
Very dumb. So, anyways, he wants whatever. He's like, "You're dealing with me, not with Kate Bishop." And Kate Bishop, don't worry about Kate Bishop. And then Kate Bishop falls. Or they ask, like, "Where's Kate Bishop?" And then she
You gotta know
falls.
who you're talking about.
Right. I don't know what you're talking. She falls in, and so then they fucking tie them both up, and then that's when we get the introduction of Echo. He's like, "I want to talk with your boss," and they're like, "No, you're talking with me." And while they're doing that, one of the guys goes to get the boss, and she's listening to some generic fucking YouTube audio library song, and that's it.
It's not like they own BMG or anything.
No.
No, they just want to go,
Again, though, I feel like Kate is just ruining fucking Clint's life. He's like, "Look, my kids. I promised my kids I was gonna go have fun with
I
them."
missed
and
the
now,
So
gingerbread
Joe,
house
you're
is
not
no,
you're not
Kate
endeared
is
towards
terrible.
Kate, and you're like, "I love Kate. I want her to be a hero, and she's gonna
No.
grow up to be." You're like, "Get
The
the
kids-
fuck out of
you're like,
Clint's life. You're
Dad,
messing
you,
shit
you
up."
promised us you were gonna be here for Christmas, and now you're probably gonna die because of Kate.
But what about Kate, Joe? She wants to help people.
she's rich as fuck. Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
You,
it's
that's
like, look, Mom.
that's
if-
richest.
Look, I heard this guy talking shit. If you want to marry him, go ahead. Just sign a prenup. That's it.
Boom.
There you go.
Problem solved.
Her mom's like a brilliant security company owning expert. You probably already has a prenup.
When you can solve the problem with a prenup, and then Clint says, "Hey, I love what you're doing. You're a pretty good archer. I'll see you in the future. Goodbye.
That's episode 6 right there.
have a good day." That's it.
Is she gonna
All
take
right.
up all like the Yakuza, the tracksuits, and who else?
When does the Yakuza come?
Because
The cartels.
the cartel, because like
Who else?
the Ronin has
Everybody.
made a lot of enemies because
Right.
he would take off like mafia
New
bobs
York,
and stuff
yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So,
The Canadian Mounties.
damn.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure why Hawkeye would support Kate Bishop potentially ruining her life and getting killed and getting her family killed by allowing her to be a superhero and teaching her what he knows. There has to be a life-changing event.
Yes.
Her mom has to die.
And that's what should
she
have
has to
been
be
on
an
the first
orphan or
one.
something. Because even Batman is not going to fucking put you through the shit he puts through unless you're a fucking orphan and you have no family.
Yeah, he only abuses
Vengeance or
orphans. He's such a
something.
nice guy.
But like, yeah, that should have been the hook for the first one. It's like, oh shit, now she got to get vengeance.
Right.
Something now she's like,
You want that
hey,
shit.
We don't
my
do that
mom,
right now,
my
no.
mom, my mom's gonna marry a douchebag.
He's like, get a prenup.
Come
And
on.
she's like, oh,
Well, like I don't feel for you if your mom's gonna
See you
marry a
later.
douchebag.
see you later.
But he's got a sick mustache. You're just jealous of his mustache.
They're fucking loaded.
I'm gonna
you know?
laugh
I'm
so
jealous.
much when he's just a normal guy. He's a normal, nice guy. Obviously, he's not, but I think it would be so funny. Anyways, thank y'all so much. We went too long, god damn it. All right, bye, guys.
Fine.